Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
A retired Catholic priest and his sister were killed after a shooting in Florida, USA. On Sunday, January 28, 2024, a shooting left 3 people dead and a fourth, the gunman, was killed by police. Among the victims was a beloved retired Catholic priest who served in Palm Bay and his sister. The deceased suspect's grandfather was also fatally wounded and 2 officers sustained minor injuries from gunfire, Palm Bay Police and the Orlando Diocese confirmed. The 24-year-old suspected gunman, named Brandon Kappas, was killed by police. He shot his grandfather, William Kappas, to death following a disturbance at their home just after 2 p.m. on Sunday. Officers later found the bodies of retired St. Joseph Catholic Community's Father Robert or Bob Hofner and his sister. Sally Hofner is also believed to have been shot by Kappas. The deaths of the priest and his sister found at their home were devastating for the Catholic community. Bishop John Nunan oversees the Orlando Diocese and its 400,000 Catholics, along with the congregation where Father Hofner worked, released a statement of condolence. Please pray for all those involved. May they rest in peace. Prayers have been answered as 2 kidnapped missionary priests from Nigeria, Africa, were released. The 2 Catholic missionary Claretian priests who were kidnapped on the night of February 1, 2024, in the central Nigerian state of Plateau, have been released. Father Ken Kanwa, parish priest of St. Vincent Delaware Paul Church, in Pankshin Diocese, Plateau State, and his assistant Father Jude Nwachukwu were released by their captors on February 8. Agenzia Fides reports that in recent times, kidnapping for extortion has become common across Nigeria. In addition to priests and religious, many normal citizens are also kidnapped. On February 7, the press secretary of the Nigerian Bishops' Conference, Father Michael Umo, the Nigerian bishops, voiced their deep concern over security in the country. Our country is in a very unfortunate situation at the moment, said Father Umo. And it's not about politics, religion, or tribalism. It's about the question between good and evil. It's about light and darkness. In this context, Father Umo recalls the recent kidnapping of school children. We have heard about school children being kidnapped. And nothing has really been done. We have not seen that the government has used all its might to combat this unpleasant situation. The concern of the Nigerian bishops is all the more understandable considering that the scourge of kidnappings has serious economic consequences both for individual families and for the Nigerian economy. For many Nigerian families, the kidnapping of a loved one means entering a spiral of ransom negotiations that often reach sums beyond their financial means. The kidnappers kidnap rich and poor alike and spare no one. Many families of abducted individuals have become indebted and have been forced to sell assets or give up work, affecting their lives. There are also other hidden costs, such as medical care for the released hostages, which increase the burden even further. King Charles III is diagnosed with cancer and England's Catholic Church's head, Cardinal Vincent Nichols, offers prayers. King Charles III of England has been diagnosed with cancer, which was discovered during his recent treatment for an enlarged prostate. The head of the Catholic Church in England offered prayers and well wishes. The king has begun regular treatments on February 5 and will postpone public duties while receiving treatment, according to the royal family's press release on X. The king, age 75, remains wholly positive about his treatment and looks forward to returning to full public duty as soon as possible, the note explained. Charles informed both his sons personally about his diagnosis. According to BBC, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, who lives in the United States, spoke to his father and travelled to the UK to see him. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, just recently recovered from abdominal surgery she had last month. Cardinal Nichols wrote on X, I am saddened to learn that King Charles is now facing a time of treatment for cancer. On behalf of the entire Catholic community in England and Wales, I offer His Majesty our warmest wishes and assurance of steadfast prayers for his full and speedy recovery. God bless the King. A Catholic nun in Gaza renews her cry to leaders and the world for help and peace, saying, "It will soon be impossible to survive," in a Vatican News interview. Sister Navila's appeal from Gaza: "We want peace, respect for human rights." According to the UN, since the October 7th, about 100,000 people in Gaza have been killed, injured, or are missing. At least 27,019 people have been killed, including over 11,000 children, and 66,139 wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza. Hundreds of Christians are sheltering in the Holy Family Parish in Gaza and hundreds more at the Orthodox Church compound. Sister Nabila Saleh renewed her appeal for world leaders to listen to the cries of civilians suffering in the Palestinian territory. It is extremely difficult, nearly impossible, to connect with people in Gaza. Telephone lines are weak and the internet works intermittently, and the lights are on for just a few hours each day. Sister Nabila Saleh sent her appeal to Vatican News, which she addressed to the whole world. "I ask the world for peace, for respect for human rights. I ask everyone to help Gaza because the population is suffering," said the religious sister. She explains that there is no more time to waste, relating that houses no longer exist, food is almost finished, and what little is found costs 5 times more than normal. Sister Nabila says it will soon be impossible to survive if something does not change. The sister, who belongs to the Congregation of the Rosary of Jerusalem, has been sheltering in the Latin Rite Catholic parish of the Holy Family since October 7th. She related that among them 7 people are wounded from a shooting last December that killed an elderly Catholic mother and her daughter, who were also staying in the church compound. They are unable to transport the wounded to a hospital that could help them. "We have only been able to give them primary care," says Sister Nabila. 2 of them would need to be operated on urgently, while the others still have many shrapnel pieces in their bodies. They do not have enough medicines in the Catholic parish, as in most of Gaza. However, notes the sister, the King of Jordan has had food and medicine dropped by planes for us. Twice. After 3 or 4 days of calm, says Sister Nabila, the war has returned as violent as before. Tanks are in the neighborhood, they are also close to our school. We hear shooting, but thank God nothing has happened in our parish. After 3 or 4 days of calm, says Sister Nabila, the war has returned as violent as before. Tanks are in the neighborhood, they are also close to our school. We hear shooting, but thank God nothing has happened in our parish. Nevertheless, Sister Nabila says that people in the parish have not given up hope. "We hope in the Lord," she says. "If we did not have faith here, we would all be dead already."
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.